Hey guys, I'm Justin with Cri-Rate. We are the first ever personality-based video gaming reviewing platform meant for you to find video games easier and better. Really what it comes down to is you take a personality test, you get sorted into one of our 5 gaming houses. After you get sorted, you get video game recommendations to you by players just like you. We focus more not necessarily on the what you play, but how you play it. Everybody plays games differently, but at the same time, we could be playing the same game. How do we hone in on those experiences, the motivations, and what we're really looking for out of video games? So here we have each of these different houses. I'll go over them with you. First up, we have the Vantagists. Our Vantagists are more of the strategic players. They like to play slower paced games, more methodical thinkers, while also playing high challenge games. The Curi-Rates, they're more of our experimental exploration types. They like a little bit more creativity and a lot more about the story. Ascendiaries, interestingly enough, they are our competitive bunch, but they like to play more solo player games, so you'll find a lot of speedrunners and achievement hunters in this one. Gallivaners, they're our party social players. They enjoy playing games with other players and long walks to their couches and refrigerators. That's me, by the way. And then finally, we have the Bravadeers. The Bravadeers are all about the competitive aspect of the game. They're into faster paced games, and they're into playing with players, and they're into mastering a specific type of game. These players are really into a lot of the MMOs, or the esports type of games. But with all that said, it's not necessarily about the genre of game. It's much more about, again, how you like to play the game. And as you can see right now, each community at PAX is rating or is playing and rating games live on the show floor. And as you can see, each house is loving games here at PAX differently. For instance, our Vantagists really into Dordong, and the Curi-Rate really into Super Mario Bros, which is over in the Nintendo booth, but also Cult of the Lamb. Ascendiary is big into Cult of the Lamb. Gallivaners makes a lot of sense that they're into Mario Party, but Blackout Protocol is also in there too. And then Bravadeers, Shot 1 has been on the top leaderboard for a long time, so give it a shot. But again, it's all about that recommendation between human interactions and experiences, and that's what we want to highlight. So even though there are all these 5 houses, interestingly enough, we have a part on the website that shows you that you are actually one of the houses, but a spectrum and a shade of all of the houses. And fantastically enough, you'll start to see as some players come in, some people, they think that they only like sci-fi games and the other ones only like high fantasy, but you find out that these players are starting to combine based off of how they like to play. And then those players that would pigeonhole themselves into essentially just playing high fantasy games, they're like, well, if he's playing or she's playing sci-fi games, I never considered playing those games, maybe I'll play them. We met a Pokemon streamer earlier who really wants to branch out and play other games, but all he usually plays is Pokemon games. He looked at this and said, what are the chances now I'm getting actual recommendations from people just like me? There's more motivation and interest to play these games knowing that they're playing games with the same interest and same experiences that they're looking for. I have an entirely new way of searching for games now. So here at PAX, we've been getting some fantastic feedback. A lot of players are taking the test, finding out what house they are, and absolutely loving it. They're very close to and being defined by their houses, but at the same time, they're meeting a lot of other people at their houses and talking about the games and experiences they shared here at PAX. But it's not just the gamers that we found, it's also the developers. A lot of the developers and indie devs, they've been coming over here and they've been asking us, hey, you're collecting so much feedback and we are here to essentially get to learn about how people are liking our games. What are the chances we can talk a little bit? You can help us understand the players and what they're going through and help us make a better game. We were so excited to hear that. So next week, we're planning on packaging up all that data and sending it out to all the developers here at PAX to help them make even better games. Also launching this as of 3 days ago. This is all live and ready to go. If you're interested, go on Cri-Rate.io right now, sign up, take the test, find out what house you're in, and we have plenty of games for you to get recommendations on, from games from last year, from PS4 to Xbox One, all the way to PS5, Switch, of course, PC, and all that stuff. All of that is on and ready for you to check out. Take a look and let us know what you think. The more this grows and the more we hear back from the community, the more we'll be able to develop the platform to do more things for you and for us. And at the end of the day, I mean, the industry itself is all one giant community. If we can help the developers make better games, if we can help the gamers find the better games, we don't have to waste time, we don't have to waste money. We can be talking to and playing games that we want to be playing right now instead of having to wait and weed through bad games.